Okay, so hi, I'm Dominic Choa, and I'm from the class of 2018. I think I was kind of like quiet and maybe slightly awkward as a child. I think my parents didn't really know how to raise a boy, so they would bring my sisters out for like all stuff, like do ballet and all that, and then they just didn't know what to do with me, so they just like left me at home. So I was just like playing with the kids downstairs, running around, or like playing like with Legos by myself. And I think that sort of made me a bit more, developed me into kind of a bit more introverted, introspective kind of person when I was younger. And the thing was that, unfortunately for me, both of my sisters were really smart, so like they did well all throughout. So when I got my results, we had like the family table dinner setting, and then my mom had to like announce my results in front of everyone and tell them I was going to like this bad class. And I remember I was like feeling really ashamed. And then the next thing, I think like a couple of months later, I mean probably not because of this, like we moved to another place, and like basically I had no time to play. Like there weren't like young kids my age like living around the area. And then she got me to stay with my sister, who would like make sure I did my homework, etc, etc, etc. So you know that part of your life when you're like in primary school, and then like the rest of the guys start playing on these like strategic games, like those kind of IQ puzzles kind of thing. So I got really into that. So I like went to the library to borrow books on like chess theory, and I went to join like competitions and stuff, and I was really into it. Until there was this once I like got completely thrashed by this opponent. After I just like lost my self-esteem and I like stopped playing chess competitively. Recently I stumbled upon this like chess site that you can play live games like with someone like around the world. So like they basically match you based on your level of competency, and then like just play a game, right? You know that you're really old when you play chess like for leisure. Like we'll be having sort of like missions at night, so we'll be like start walking around midnight. And things like we'll be walking past like people's graves. And like I don't know, the feeling is just so strange. It's like that I think that's such a Singaporean thing, that like the constraints on land is such that like we might call like sacred, like someone's actual grave, but like you're using it for like other very practical purposes for training. There was this Diwali celebration at Chandana, and then like Anshu and like the whole gang was there, and then they were playing that song. I was like, what's this song? So I went to like Shazam it. Like I love like searching up random stuff. I was like, oh, Pulling Trillian. And I'm the person who will like search up the lyrics and like find out what they mean. So like I know the parts like what the Bengals sing, the Bengals say something, right? And like I really, really love the MV. For me, I really like that kind of like over like lavish like celebration, and like the family and like tons of people dancing together. I like that collective, like joy that comes forth. Yeah. Okay, so like when I was younger, I really, really like chicken rice. I would always like have like 2 bowls of rice like with like 1 set of chicken, and it was always like my favorite food until the time where I think my uncle had like a heart bypass, and then I was talking to him, and he's like what's this like clogged like arteries and stuff, and he's like, oh, it's because like you have high cholesterol. And I was like how do you get high cholesterol? It's like, oh, like certain foods that you eat like chicken rice. And I was like, so you mean that all this rice that I've been ingesting is like clogging up my arteries? Like, is there a way to get it out? And he's like, no, there's no way. I was like, wait, what do you mean? So like, is it going to accumulate to the point where like you have to have a bypass to basically expand like the artery? And he's like, yes. And ever since, my favorite food changed.